this high.
Mike Tomlinson's a good coach.
The Washington Commanders over under 8.
Under. For some reason,
I
don't see them. I don't see them. I think they'll be lucky just to win a couple games in their division. I really do.
Well, you got to figure they'll lose both to Philly and both to Dallas.
I'm figuring that right away.
Right.
They might split with the Giants.
Yeah.
Okay. And I just don't see them winning that many games.
Vegas, for some reason, loves Carson Wentz. That's what it is. And I don't know why. Because, again,
Chase Young's not playing. He will be out at least the first 6 weeks.
Can I be honest with you?
Yeah.
I think Carson Wentz is one of my least favorite players in the NFL. I just can't stand him.
He's up there.
I just don't. Listen, Wentz.
I just don't get
Wentz
it.
is serviceable when he has a really good running game, which he will have a good running game there.
Between McKissick and
McLaurin,
Gibson,
I'm going to be honest with you, dude. You look back at Philadelphia, is McLaurin better than anybody he had at Philly?
Yeah.
Is he better than Alshon Jeffrey? Was he better than a lot of them guys that were at Philadelphia?
I think so.
I do too. I think McLaurin's a really underrated guy. And now they just picked up that Jahan Dotson kid in the draft who was actually making plays in camp.
Oh, Curtis Samuel started practicing again this week too.
Yeah, but Samuel, I don't
done.
think much of him. I don't think
he
much
might
of
be
him.
past his prime. But
No, he's just never panned out to do anything.
I know.
And that's a shame.
Now, defensively, how do you feel?
With Washington?
Yeah.
Oh, I think them missing Chase Young. They got a nice rotation of young guys. I love Sweat.
Yeah, but he was kind of disappointing last year.
Who?
Sweat.
No, Sweat played well. You got to understand something. They were pushing the coverage toward him.
I know, but
because without Chase Young on the other side,
so
are you
making a case right now for them to win 8 games?
I don't think they're going to win 8 games at all.
Neither do I.
I see them winning 5 games.
I think they're a 6-win team.
Yeah.
Titty?
I said under.
You did?
I did.
The New Orleans Saints at 8.
Here's the thing. Jameis Winston is still in a fucking knee brace. He's still not even able to go full yet. He's not even able to go full yet.
He just got hurt, didn't he?
He's not even having contact. He's not even in contact plays right now. So Winston's obviously not going to start the season. He can't. That I've so far, what I've seen coming out of camp, I don't think he's starting. So who are they going with?
We still don't.
I'm going to be honest.
Who are they going to go with quarterback-wise?
We still don't know the situation with Alvin Kamara.
Well, Kamara, is going to get suspended unless they drag that out for the whole year.
Yeah, I mean,
that's
the tough.
I mean, who do they have backing up Jameis?
Okay, backing up Jameis, they have Andy Dalton.
Okay, so you're going to put Andy Dalton in there.
Okay,
you seen what happened last year with him in Chicago.
Jameis Winston will start the year. That's
what they're saying?
Listen,
dude, I was watching him during camp. They had nobody touching him. He's in a fucking brace. The brace is huge, and he can barely move.
That's
as
fine.
long as he's throwing the ball.
He's a sitting duck, dude.
He has a sprained foot. He'll be fine for when the season starts.
Okay.
That's what I think. You have Andy Dalton behind him, who's
serviceable.
Good word. If Alvin Kamara does miss a few weeks, you have Mark Ingram, who we have seen plays very well in that offense.
True.
Michael Thomas.
He played very well in Sean Payton's offense. This is a different team, different regime, different coaching staff.
They got 4 wins.
Yeah.
Off the rip, they got 4 wins. I think they're going to beat Carolina twice. I think they're going to beat Atlanta twice.
Okay.
So
I don't think they'll beat Atlanta twice.
And you want to know what else? They'll probably steal one against Tampa.
That's not going to happen.
It happens every
You're crazy.
year.
They will not beat Tampa this year.
Now, hold on. Michael Thomas has looked pretty decent so far.
Yeah, but he can't get anybody to get him the ball. He's in trouble.
Hold on.
Andy Dalton couldn't get the ball past the line of scrimmage over there in Chicago.
Just listen to this.
What?
Michael Thomas, Jarvis Landry, Chris Olave, Marquez Callaway.
Oh, I love
Traquan Smith.
their receiving core is nice. Olave is going to be a big surprise for a lot of people.
Taysom Hill at tight end. I'm not going to lie to you. And now they retained Cameron Jordan. Somebody you really like is sitting down there on that depth chart. Taco Charlton sitting down there on that defensive end depth chart.
Okay.
I like him. Always
I do too. I think if in the right system, he could put up some huge numbers.
Agree.
And I think with Hendrickson going to Cincinnati,
Yep.
that's going to give him an opportunity to be plug in there and go opposite him. And then you also have what's his name, the kid from San Antonio. You from University of San Antonio. I can't remember his name.
I don't know. You got to give me more than that.
Defensive end, number 92. I think they pushed him
Animata?
inside.
David Animata?
No, they pushed him inside last year.
Shy Tuttle?
No.
Albert Higgins?
No.
Okay, I mean, we can go through the entire depth chart here. You can give me something more than the kid that went to San Antonio.
I'm trying to remember his fucking name.
Anyways.
He was a
Marcus
first-round
Davenport.
pick.
Marcus Davenport.
Marcus Davenport.
Okay, there we go.
They pushed him inside to play tackle last year.
Okay. Well, outside of that, their secondary. They got Tyrann Mathieu,
Yeah.
Gardner Johnson, Justin Evans. That's all at strong safety.
Okay.
They signed Bradley Roby. But
they lost their two starting corners.
P.J. Williams, Marshawn Lattimore.
Yeah.
They still got those guys.
Still got them?
They're going to be better than people think. I'm going to push them at 8.
Lattimore's real nice.
Very nice.
Williams is nice, too.
I agree. Next up, you're going to be shocked to hear this one. The
Okay.
Las Vegas Raiders at 8.5. I'm taking the over, personally. I
want to.
I think it's going to go over, too. I think Josh McDaniels is doing a really good job there, dude. I think Derek Carr is going to have a really good year. Another good year. I think they're kind of on a mission.
Adams.
I think the Raiders are on a mission. They know it's do it now or never. I think they're over.
You could say that about any team over there, though.
well,
Huh?
You could say that about any team over there.
No. I think. Listen, they dealt through some bullshit last year.
I mean,
Didn't know what was going on. Your coach got fucking hammered. All the bullshit. Your best receiver got fucking arrested for killing people, and they pushed through, and they still made a good run. I thought they made a good run last year. The defense has gotten even better. They got Chandler Jones on that defense. My God, dude.
agree. They're going to be a 10-win football team. I'm sorry.
Yes.
At the end of the day,
I see them winning more than 8 games.
They
Absolutely.
have to. I mean, 8.5. Do you see the Raiders a 9-win team?
The Raiders
Yes.
will be in the playoffs.
They're in the
period.
best division
They
in
will
football.
make the playoffs.
I get that. The best division in football. They should be a playoff team. Like we've said multiple times, most likely there will be 3 teams from that division being playoff teams.
Yeah.
Who are they going to be? We don't know.
Well,
Again,
I would say Kansas City is one for sure.
and I would say the Chargers are one for sure. So
It's going to have to be. I think it'll be the Raiders. I think Denver's going to need a little more time to gel. Even though I keep hearing that Sutton and Judy are going to be monsters this year.
agree.
And when it comes to the fantasy part,
Realistically, we have no
got to
idea.
see where
We have
you
no
gotta see
idea.
where Russell's at.
We don't know what that division is going to unfold.
Right.
I'm going to give them over though. I think they're a 10-win team. I think the Broncos are a 10-win team.
Bronco Nation.
So we'll get,
Let's
but
rock.
we're still going up the list here. Arizona at 8.5.
I'm going to go out on a limb here. I'm going to say under.
I am too.
Yep.
I think they're only going to win maybe 6, 7
It's about
games.
right.
No, I think
about
I'm
right.
glad they gave them 8.5.
Yeah.
Because if that was 8, I would have probably said either push or over. At 8.5, I don't think they're going to win more than 8. I see a situation where they could win 8, but I don't think they're going to win more than 8.
Yeah.
If they can't get Hopkins back and going at a decent pace offensively,
Well, we get the in-season hard knocks with them. don't we?
I just think they're going to be in trouble. I just think they're going to be in trouble. They're not going to have enough weapons. Like I said, Kyler Murray is a cute version of Patrick Mahomes.
Well,
But that's going to catch up with him.
So
these teams are going to know how to scheme against a guy like him.
we've got Hopkins suspended for 6 games. We got Marquise Brown now, who got arrested for felony speeding. Or
Hopkins is still hurt too.
That's true. He's still recovering,
his knee.
and he's out for PEDs. Marquise Brown could be facing a couple games for his speeding.
Yeah.
And he got arrested. Rondale Moore is essentially the highlight of their.
And he's not a bad receiver. He's
a
good receiver.
Zach Ertz, I think truly they have
good
very
tight
nice.
End.
They have a good core of tight ends. Max Williams also there.
I like him.
I do too. Kyler Murray, like you said, it's cute. People can catch on to that. J.J. Watt, body bag.
Well, I mean, they pushed him in. He's playing defensive tackle. You still have to account for him.
They're not. I don't think they're more than an 8-win.
Listen, without Chandler Jones, I don't want to be an asshole here, but without Chandler Jones, that defense is fucked. Period.
You're probably right.
They're fucked. The guy had 5 sacks in one game last year, dude.
The thing with Watt, though, is like if you make that one mistake, that one misstep, he'll take.
No, I said you have to account for him, dude.
Yeah.
But I just think without Chandler Jones, they're not.
Yeah,
you watch. They're going to struggle. They're going to struggle without Jones.
I can see.
Jones demands a double team on every play.
Back in the day, you had to
him.
account for him.
Huh?
Back in the day, you had to account for him.
For who?
J.J. Watt.
He still will take advantage if you one misstep, and he'll take advantage.
I think Sammy's right. I don't think he's the player he was.
He's not.
Well,
5 years ago. 5 years ago, he led the
Obviously
NFL
not.
and everything.
You can't be that big and go for that long.
So I'm going to go under on the Cardinals as well at 8.
He got old overnight.
I think they're going to win 8. He did. Here we go. The New England Patriots, 8.5.
I'm going to go over 9 wins. We already said this. We already went through this.
Well, we said 8. Isn't that what we said?
No, you guys said 9.
9 wins.
9?
Over 9 wins was the exact word.
They're going to win 9 games.
Sam
knows that.
Stick with it, don't I? Over.
I'm going to take the under. I think they're an 8-win team.
Okay.
Because I'm going to give the Jets and the Dolphins both overs. So somebody has to lose that division, and I've said all along I think it's going to be New England. I think there's a talent gap between them and everybody else in the division. I just think the whole regime is...
Miami might not be as good as you think.
God bless Mac Jones.
Well, lucky enough, Dolphins over under 9. So Vegas likes Miami more than New England too, but let's see.
Here's the thing. They probably have the most talented receiving core in the AFC.
It's hard to argue.
Hard to argue that, but here's the problem. It's Tua. Which Tua are we going to see? We're going to see that guy last year who was okay, or is this guy going to step his game up and actually become a very good quarterback?
Well, Sam's giving him the Trevor Lawrence.
He is not Trevor Lawrence. Tua is not Trevor Lawrence.
He thinks he's going to step up and be better than he was last year.
I don't think.
I think he will be better than he was last year. And guess what? It doesn't matter because
the weapons that guy has.
I mean, I think he'll be better, but is he going to be that much better?
If they don't win 10 games, I say that's the disappointing season for them.
Here's the thing.
If they can't win 10.
Guess what? You know who the backup is there, right?
I'm sorry?
Who's the backup in Miami right now?
Colin Kaepernick?
No.
No, I don't know.
One of your favorites of all time.
Who's that?
Teddy Ballgames.
Teddy Ballgame.
And I got
Teddy Bridgewater.
I'll say this.
Are you trying to say Teddy Bridgewater is going to be the starter?
I will say this. I have faith in Tua this year. I think he will play much better than he did last year. If he doesn't...
Yeah, because he's got to look over his shoulder.
If he doesn't, and they put Teddy Bridgewater in there, he will be successful in that offense.
I would like to see Tua do better.
I would too.
Like it would make me happy.
Again.
But
Oh, by the way, Colin Kaepernick signed with the Cleveland Browns.
When?
A couple days ago.
Where did you hear this, dude?
it would have been
seen it on
all
thing.
over the news.
Did you get...
Am I wrong on that?
Yeah, you're wrong on that, dude.
Are you sure?
Yeah. You got
Are they
faked
interested in him?
Oh, I thought they signed him. I'm sorry.
Okay.
My bad.
Cut that. But
Oh, shit.
I'll say that. Offensively, they're one of the most talented teams in the AFC.
Okay.
Okay. Their running backs are a thing of beauty if they utilize all of them properly. I mean, Myles Gaskin is 4th on the depth chart. He had a good year last year. Like, they have Sonny Michel, Raheem Mostert, Chase Edmonds, Mike Gesicki, who we all love here. Like, and then Jalen Waddle and Tyreek Hill is their 1-2 punch. The offense alone should win them. That's a 10-win offense. Like, it just is. It is. If Tua
the
can
Achilles
play,
heel on that team will be their defense.
you say that, but
And by the way, I think they signed Kiko Alonso. I need you to check.
are
that
we?
one.
Can we stop saying things we're not sure about? 'Cause you just
I-
made the statement.
What did
that,
I just say? I think they signed Kiko Alonso.
He's questioning it.
Hey, Kiko Alonso.
Kiko Alonso hasn't been.
He's
on the Dolphins
looking it
since
up
2018,
right now.
Okay.
and he's fucking retired. So, anyways, cut that too.
Why do we have to cut mistakes? That's just raw.
Because it just says shit to say shit.
Yeah, but see, when I say your brain's shrinking, then that makes sense.
Hey, fuck you, both of you. I'm just telling you what I heard.
Where are you hearing
They
this
were
from?
talking about signing
reading a
Kiko Alonso.
newspaper from
he wanted back in the
2005.
league.
What are you reading? NFL memes? I mean, fucking A. Anyways. So, yeah, I'm going to give the Dolphins the over 10. Or over 9, which means they only need to win 10. And I think
I'm gonna push
you're going to push at 9.
push at 9.
So you think them and the Patriots, you both said 9 wins for both.
I think so.
Push, you could, but I want to say under.
Ooh.
I'm gonna push. I'm gonna say 9.
If you're pushing, I'm just.
Here's the thing.
I'm just gonna say under because
I mean, what do you think, Buffalo? What's Buffalo's? Well, we're getting there. Go ahead.
getting
Keep
there.
going.
Tennessee, 9.
Under.
Over. Tennessee will win 10 games.
Yeah, over.
Tennessee should win 10 games. I like their receiving core. I love Robert Woods. I love Treylon Burks. I mean, again, we come to the same question with Tannehill.
It's all Tannehill.
Tannehill is
That's all I'm gonna say.
It's
Tannehill.
the same question we had with Miami and Tua.
Right.
Tannehill is nothing but a game manager, period. If he goes out there and manages the game,
They can win 10 games.
they can win 10 games. All he's got to do is hand the fucking ball off to Derrick Henry and hit Treylon Burks 3 times a game down the field. That's all he's got to do. And Robert Woods is a perfect complementary receiver to get you out of trouble. I think they're a 10-win team. I think them and Jacksonville are going to be
I
very
just don't think they're going
similar.
to win that many games. I still think the Colts are the best team in that division, but that's my
I don't.
that's my
think
opinion.
the whole thing is if you look at Tennessee's schedule, that's where it gets kind of, I mean,
They got a tough one this year. They got a tough schedule this year. They do not have an easy schedule.
well, let's see. So, I mean, there's a couple games where you're like, they start off the year Baltimore, that's preseason. They start out the year New York, Buffalo, Vegas.
Say that again.
Giants, Buffalo, Vegas.
Giants, Buffalo, Vegas. Okay, so let's say they go 1-2.
Yeah. Indy, Washington.
They'll lose to Indy. They'll beat Washington.
Then they come out play Indy, Houston.
Possibly could lose that second game to
I'm
Indy
just
and
seeing
beat
dubs.
Houston.
And then they
all
come out and play Kansas City and Denver. And then
Oh,
Green
they could
Bay.
lose both of those.
And then Cincinnati. And
Then
then
lose
Philadelphia.
and then lose to the I'm telling you right now, dude. I just don't think I think 8 games tops. So I got them under.
No, Derrick Henry's going to win them 3 or 4 games by himself.
I got them under.
I'll take the over still. I'm going to take it 10 games for the Titans.
I don't. I'll go
Next
under.
up, my least favorite team in the NFL, the Minnesota Vikings at 9. Over, under.
What is it?
Minnesota at 9.
Under.
Under.
I'm going to push.
I was gonna push,
I'm going to push.
I was gonna push too, but I just
but I really
new
hope
team,
they lose
new
both
regime,
the Lions.
Knew
so-
this, knew that. Same old people on that team. They haven't improved anything,
I agree.
and I just don't see them winning more than fucking 8 games.
But Kirk Cousins is a quarterback. He's a 9-win quarterback. That's all he is. He'll win them 9 games.
They'll
Dalvin
put
Cook
up nice
will-
numbers, and they'll put Jefferson will have his 1,400 yards and 12, 13 touchdowns.
Dalvin Cook will play 10 games, have 1,000 yards.
Dalvin Cook have 1,000 yards.
he gets hurt.
And
Yep.
they won't win
Adam
anything.
Thielen will have 810, and they'll just finish 9 wins and miss the playoffs. by
8
one
wins and not make the playoffs.
The Browns 9.5 under.
Under.
Too
Watson's sitting out the year,
dysfunctional.
they're done.
Well, again, it's next to physically impossible that Deshaun Watson's missing this season.
You think so?
I just
I'm
think,
it's next to physically
So
impossible.
you think they'll drag this out for the entire?
Absolutely, because as soon as Goodell appeals, the NFLPA will appeal, and then they'll have to wait a year for it to go to federal
okay,
court.
but with all this
Okay.
going on, though, do you think he's going to come out and actually play up to the level that you think he can play
Yes,
at?
because I
Well,
think
he's
With a-
practicing
on a
playing.
brand new team, though.
so. Let's
his
stop and
first year
say
on the
this.
team.
Let's say Deshaun Watson plays a full season,
Even if
this
he
year.
plays the full season.
9.5.
I still think that's,
I'd say under that. I think 8 games.
no, because
I'm going to say under because I think it'll be 8 or 9 as well if he plays a full.
Here's the thing. He's
Offense
playing
is
with guys he's
bad,
never played before.
good.
Walking into a situation that
It's tumultuous. To say the
you know, Cleveland's a
He brought
not a-
most of it with him.
huh?
I mean,
Correct.
They're a fucking mess right now, dude.
yeah, they're dysfunctional. Right?
I'm going to take the slight under.
Yeah. I would say 8 games. I really do.
Same
I think they're under.
Baltimore Ravens 9.5.
Over.
Pound the over.
Over.
Pound it. I why does everybody hate the Baltimore Ravens?
I don't.
Why?
I think they're over.
But why does Vegas? Why do football fans? Why does everybody hate the Baltimore Ravens? Why does everybody hate Lamar Jackson? Why does everybody hate the Ravens? Why does nobody ever have
Because
faith
he
in
had
this
one bad season where he was
John
just running
Harbaugh.
around. and
No,
had
but
no
guess what? Why
protection.
does everybody give John Harbaugh shit?
He's won a Super Bowl. I don't know why anybody
John
would-
Harbaugh
with Joe Flacco?
good. Yeah,
with Joe Flacco at quarterback.
that's one
Exactly.
step
Well, the
above.
defense won a
Well,
championship.
That is one
True.
minuscule step above Trent fucking Dilfer.
He's got to think about that one.
Well, he's saying a minuscule. I'm just trying to figure out how much a minuscule is.
It's one. If you're looking at a
a hair.
staircase, it's one step over Trent Dilfer.
It's a hair.
Is it a hair or pubic hair?
I believe you're right.
Yeah. So I
believe
mean,
you're right.
realistically,
Here's the
their
difference.
defense is beautiful.
I think at that time, go back at that time, I think he had better receivers than fucking Trent Dilfer.
Probably. At the end of the day, Baltimore will get double-digit wins. They have to.
They will.
They have
They will.
to.
I think just with Lamar Jackson back alone, they'll win fucking 10.
Lamar Jackson back. Your running backs. Like they're
Everybody
so-
was hurt yet.
It's
last
beautiful. Their
Yeah.
defense looks. This is going
Their
to
offense is going to be better. Their defense will be better than
since
they were.
Ray Lewis has stepped away from the game. This is the best Ravens defense that we're going to see.
Yeah, I agree.
That's it. Here we go, Uncle Sam's. Are you ready? Are you primed?
Yes, sir.
Philadelphia Eagles 9.5.
Over.
under.
Over.
I'm going to take the over too. I think they're a 10-win team.
Over.
I don't like the Eagles, so I won't.
Listen to me.
I won't even take the.
Listen to
I won't
me.
even give the satisfaction.
When fucking my man wins fucking defensive rookie of the year, Jordan Davis.
Fuck, you were saying that about
Rookie of
Kayvon
the year.
Thibodeau fucking 3 months ago.
Yeah, he will win rookie of the year. You watch and see. You'll see week 1 when Frank Ragnow's getting pushed fucking 9 yards into the quarterback every time he fucking drops back. Then we'll talk about it.
I agree. I agree. I mean,
I think you guys are smoking
the
crack.
things Philadelphia did in the draft are very,
N'Kobe Dean.
very exciting.
It's the
N'Kobe Dean, because the guy didn't
It's
want
the
surgery,
Eagles.
he dropped on all the NFL boards because he wanted to rehab it instead of having surgery, and they were fucking pissed off about it.
And I'll say this. Jalen Hurts. Okay. Honest to God, the 3 quarterbacks I'm most excited to see this year outside of Thomas Edward Patrick Brady Jr. are Jalen Hurts, Tua Tagovailoa, and Trevor Lawrence. Tell me I'm insane. I don't give a shit. I think all 3 of those guys, out of all 3 of them, 2 of them will solidify themselves as a top guy this year. I don't know
I
if it's
agree.
going to be
I
Trevor.
Say one thing to him.
What?
Continue with what you're saying. But
I don't know if it's going to be Trevor. I don't know if it's going to be Hurts, and I don't know if it's going to be Tua. But if I had to pick two right now, I'd say it's Hurts and Lawrence. Jalen Hurts did not play bad. They were a playoff team last year. And I think out of every team in the league, they took the biggest step forward. And they were already a playoff team. I don't see a point where the Eagles don't get to 10 wins. Love the defense, love the offense, hate the run game. That's the only drawback. But I think they're a 10 team.
I think the only drawback they have is the run game also.
Yeah.
That's my opinion.
Like, you want to hear something perfect? Take a couple draft picks, trade for Kareem Hunt.
That's what I would do if I was them.
Kareem Hunt wants out.
Yep.
Philly should be on the phone, and then clean up your running back room after that. Dump some guys around.
but
You don't have to. I mean, you still got backups there that can.
Yeah,
do all
but
that.
there's too much
Miles Sanders can
confusion.
continue to return his
Yes,
little kicks.
agree.
He's a kick returner. He's not a fucking every down guy.
what I don't understand is you have such a high horse for basically everybody that's in the draft that's on a team.
Hold on, dude.
You have to
Hold on a
remember
minute.
that half
Hold on,
of these
motherfucker.
motherfuckers
Hold on.
play a season
Hold on.
and then they're done.
Hold
you
on.
never hear their name
Hassan
again.
Riddick. They signed
So-
Hassan Riddick in the offseason. He had fucking
I'm just
double-digit
saying.
sacks for Carolina last year.
Every time you're defending a team that you've chosen, it's because of a rookie that just got drafted.
He's not a fucking rookie.
What am I
talking
I'm not
about?
talking about this. I'm talking about what we were talking about 2 minutes ago.
Listen to me. They had a good defense last year.
Get him.
You got Darius Slay on one side. You got Bradbury, who they got from the Giants, on the other
Get
side.
him.
They fucking upgraded every position on their defense. Every fucking position on their defense, they upgraded. They already had one of the best defensive lines in football, and they added another piece.
They're just going to do exactly what the Eagles do,
okay.
and it's take
All right.
a shit.
You'll see.
At the end
You'll
of the
see week
season.
one. I don't want when you're sobbing.
Listen, the
when
Eagles
Lions
are the
get
Green
blown
Bay
out week
Packers,
one.
okay?
I'm sorry?
The Eagles are the Green Bay Packers,
Okay. You'll see.
and they have Aaron Rodgers. So
You're at that game, week one. I want you to just focus on Ragnow. That's it. All I want you to do is take your phone, zoom it up as far as you can, and focus on Ragnow getting pushed 9 yards
good
into
thing
the
my
backfield.
seats are good enough that I don't have to do that.
I'm sorry?
I said, good thing my seats are good enough that I don't have to do that.
Okay.
I
Then
can
make
just-
sure
I can
you put the
see it.
camera on there, and I want you to at least do 5 videos of it. And when you say,
Well-
oh my God, he was getting pushed around like a little kid, then we'll know.
My phone isn't good enough for that.
Anyway,
So
get a new phone, asshole.
Anyways, should we make a bet on this?
On what?
Do you think the Lions are going to beat the Eagles week one?
it'll be close. It's hard to say.
No, they will lose. They will lose.
Dude, I like what I'm seeing out of the Lions, dude.
Would you be
They're
willing
not
to
going
bet-
to fucking back
Would you
down.
be willing
They're
to
going
bet
try and bury those motherfuckers?
Letting
First game.
Uncle Sam tattoo a Lions logo on your butt cheek if the Lions lose week one?
No.
Okay. No fun.
How about
Next
just
up,
let me tattoo you, period?
No.
With whatever I want to tattoo.
No,
on
because you guys already have a tattoo. You need to come up with something else. We already have like 3 different bets going.
By the way, ain't I tattooing somebody else?
no, you're shaving my head.
Yeah, you're shaving his head.
I thought I was tattooing.
He's tattooing you.
I'm tattooing you.
Oh.
Next up, the Indianapolis Colts over under of 10.
Under.
I'm going to push.
I'm going to take the under.
I'm going to say 10.
I can think Matt Ryan's a 10-win QB.
I can
Yes,
see
I-
like 9 or 8.
I think they're a good enough team that you could plug anybody in there and win 10 games.
I don't know though. You have one of the best running backs in the league. That could carry them all the way to.
I think they got one of the best young receivers that nobody even talks about.
Yes, everybody
I
talks
think
about
Michael Pittman is
Pittman.
vastly underrated.
No, he's not. Michael Pittman, everybody knows how good Michael Pittman is.
Yeah.
The problem is it's Michael Pittman and the ghost of T.Y. Hilton.
The ghost of T.Y. Hill.
Who the fuck else is there?
Yeah.
I mean, they have
That
one guy.
Pascal.
Big fucking. I mean, that's
the
like
other guy
that's
they
like
got?
sending Bruce out on a
They
fucking.
got some guy named Bruce Tuggernut out
yeah,
there.
exactly.
Me and Jamal. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys. I tried getting Jamal's signature again because he was the only guy really out there signing signatures. And we went around to the other side where he was at again.
Yeah.
And I tried like getting, there was all these people. I was trying to reach my way through. Took my hat off. Said, "Hey, Jamal, let's make the Pro Bowl great again." He started laughing, and then he didn't sign it. But then he was right in front of my face, signing some kid's worn game gloves. And I just look at him. I'm like, "Hey, we got something in common." And he's like listening, and I go, "We ain't afraid of nobody." He looks up, points at me, and goes, it runs away. It was so awesome.
Did you blow one in your pants?
I did.
Oh,
maybe just some pre-cum.
Oh God.
You should have got on your knees and said, "Come on, tie my hand." And like a little. Did you like the picture I sent you of Larry Bird as a little kid? I thought
did
it was
not
Bruce.
see that. I did not see it.
What
Next
the
up,
fuck, dude? You don't ever see anything I send you.
can we finish here?
Go ahead.
Next up, Chargers 10. Over.
Over.
Yeah.
Over. I think the Chargers are a 12-13 win team. Realistically, they should win their division.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They should win the fucking division. Even though it's the hardest division of football and everybody in the division is going to be a 10-game winner, I think they are a step
You're gonna
above
have
everybody else.
3 teams with over 10 wins.
Correct.
They're
And
they're definitely the team I'm watching.
I
the
agree.
closest this year.
I agree.
Unless there's
Other than
a catastrophic
the Lions,
injury,
obviously, but-
they should win 10 games.
Bengals 10. Over.
I'll push.
Oh,
10.
you're fucking insane.
I think 10 games.
10 games.
Push.
10. You guys are both fucking high.
Yeah.
Listen to me. Point blank period. How many games did they win last year?
9.
Okay. What was their biggest weakness? The fact that Joe Burrow
Offensive line.
was on his back more than an 8-mile hooker. So now that they literally took everybody from
Maybe
their
we'll have to
offensive
delete
line,
that.
threw them out, got elite offensive linemen. They didn't get good offensive linemen. They brought in elite offensive linemen. Addressed their one weakness. Burrow and Chase have another year under their
By the
belt.
way, I don't mean to interrupt you, but we have to rewind a little bit. I tried texting you. You never text me back. But my man Trevor Penning was
You know
kicked
what?
out of 3
You
straight
are so
practices
far
for
behind.
fighting.
This is the whole thing. Because for some
We're
reason
not.
you have
you ran over the Charger thing, and I tried to tell you.
I posted it. You saw it on our page.
What's that?
The Trevor Penning thing.
Oh,
I told you, but because you are ineptitude,
I wanted to talk about it though.
Hey,
Go ahead.
Dan Campbell lets them fight. If they're gonna fight,
Listen to me,
he
dude.
lets them fight.
My
For
man
a
got
solid-
thrown out of 3 straight practices for fighting.
Maybe he should come to the
I
Lions.
want him in Detroit. Trade Taylor Decker for him right now.
for Trevor Penning,
Yes.
why would you trade Trevor Penning for Taylor Decker?
Why? I just told you why.
No, but why would
fixed
they?
the motif
Why would
here in
they
Detroit.
give up Trevor Penning?
They wouldn't.
Exactly. Anyways, jumping to the Saints, Chargers.
Sorry.
Realistically, I think outside of them and the Bills have the 2 best rosters in football. Agree?
Chargers and the Bills?
I think so. The Bengals' fatal flaw last year was the offensive line. Upgraded
They've
it completely. You got another year of experience under
I
Burrow
just think
and Chase.
with here's the thing. With Baltimore going to have a full set of guys back and vastly improving themselves, I think they're the team to beat in that division. I really do.
No.
In my
Even if they
opinion,
split with Baltimore.
my opinion, they're the team to beat.
They match up very well against Baltimore.
They
That's
do.
the problem.
They do. And I'm telling you, I think Baltimore's got a little bit of an edge on them.
I'm going to just.
Because I think defensively, Baltimore's better than Cincinnati. That's my opinion. That's just
Yeah, but
my opinion.
offensively, I think Cincinnati's better than Baltimore.
Well, I mean, obviously they have better receivers. I'm not
Better
gonna
running
hold-
backs. Better
But
quarterback.
Lamar Jackson is the X factor.
Better offensive line.
You know, he didn't he win an MVP? Lamar Jackson?
Yes, he did.
Yeah, he did.
Denver, 10.
I'll push.
I'm going to push as well. I think Denver's a 10-win team. So now the big debate there is Denver...
Which team is going to lose 9?
Right, which team's only going to win 9 games, right.
Which
That
team
could
is
be
only
Denver.
going to win 9 games?
Denver, I'm pushing at 10. He's pushing at 10. I think it's going to take 1 year. I think Russell needs a year with them to get over that 10-win mark. I think talent-wise, they're better than a 10-win team. I think this year, it's going to take a little
It's
while
going to take time
everybody
for
to
them
mesh.
to gel.
I
And
think-
if Russell Wilson can win 10, 12 games, you got to give him his props.
Yeah, oh
you
yeah.
got to give him
I
his
was
props.
really high about them when they made the Russell Wilson thing go on, but some reason it's just not
This
sitting.
Russ is coming off an injury.
It's not.
We don't know if he's totally healed.
We don't know if he's totally acclimated. There's
What
Yeah.
was it? 10?
10.
I'm going under.
You are.
Yeah.
They're going to be
That's-
that 9-game.
No, I was on the fence. I was going to actually say 9, but I think they could win 10 games. I do.
They could, but
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think these next couple are really gonna throw some people. Next up, the 49ers at 10.
Under.
You know what? I'm going to say under.
I'm gonna say under as well.
I just
I don't think you can
My
expect
thing
10
is
wins
this.
out of Trey Lance.
all I'm going to say is Trey Lance.
Yeah, that's it.
Nobody knows. Nobody knows what you're going to get.
You can't expect 10 wins out of him this year.
I don't think you can expect 10 wins out of a team that your quarterback is going to be. This is his first season starting.
Correct. This is his
And-
first year
and,
playing. This is his first year with the reins.
Trey Lance wasn't fucking Joe Burrow. He wasn't Trevor Lawrence coming out of college.
No.
He wasn't any of these guys, dude.
Correct.
Played at a small North Dakota State. Give
Carson
me a
Wentz.
fucking break.
Carson Wentz.
I
I think that's his ceiling is Carson Wentz.
mean, him to be as good as Carson.
I don't know. He could
Actually,
be,
he
he
was
could be
better
way
than
better
Carson
than
Wentz.
Carson
I know that.
Wentz.
College.
Yeah.
I know that.
You know,
but I
so
think
I don't know.
his ceiling is Carson Wentz. But that's okay because the 49ers are a team built to go deep into the playoffs with an average quarterback.
Correct. It's the defenses that's off the chain.
But I think Jimmy Garoppolo is right now better than Trey Lance.
Correct. We're just
Absolutely.
waiting to see where he's going to wind up.
So I think realistically the 49ers are an 8-win team. I think they're going to be right
Oh,
around
I think they'll
500.
win 9 games. 9 games. Tops.
I'll give you that. 8 or 9.
Yeah.
Next up, over under of 10. The Dallas Cowboys.
I'm going to say under. I'm going to say 9 wins for Dallas. How many did they win last year? 9 games?
I don't know. Looking up. I'm gonna say under.
12-5.
They were 12-5 last year?
Yep.
I'm going to say under.
I'm going to say over. I think the Cowboys will have a similar season to last year. I think they will win 11 or 12 games.
Okay.
I'm hoping it's under.
I think Dak Prescott will throw for 4,500 yards. I think CeeDee Lamb will have a stellar year. I think Micah Parsons will play extremely well. I think Trayvon Diggs will be a highlight reel again. And then I think they will lose by 2 touchdowns in the first round of the playoffs like they do every year. Because that's the Cowboys' MO. Cowboys are a team built to
And
win in the
who's the
regular
coach there?
season. And Mike McCarthy
Thank you.
will always drop his pants and
he
have
just
liquid
ride out
fucking
into the
diarrhea
sunset
in the middle of
somewhere?
the field. And after this year, they'll win 11 or 12 games. Jerry Jones will have enough, and Mike McCarthy will be gone, and they will have to start all over again. But the Cowboys are an 11. Their roster is built to be an 11 or 12 win football team, period. But they do not go deep into the playoffs. We're down into the final 5 now. Here we go. The Los Angeles Rams at 10.5.
I'll push 10.
Yeah, push.
I don't think they're going to be as good as last year.
I am going to say over. I'm going to give the Rams 11 wins.
Okay.
Number one, because I don't think the 49ers are as good as they were last year. I don't think Arizona's as good as they were last year, and Seattle's an absolute dumpster fire. So realistically, they could go through the year and lose one division game.
They could win 10 games and win their division.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
And I don't think their division's going to put up much of a fight against them.
No.
At the same token, I think there's going to be a little bit of regression this year, but not enough to say, oh, they're only an 8 or 9 win team. They're
No.
double digits in wins. They'll win 11 or 12 games, and they will probably be in the playoffs. But I don't think they're going to have that Super Bowl factor. But you got to give them 11 or 12 wins. So I'm going to give the Rams.
I still think, I'm going to be totally honest with you, I think the losses on the offensive line there are going to be very key for them.
It's Andrew Whitworth. I get it.
Not just him. They lost other guys on that line. I think that's gonna hurt them.
Yes.
I really do.
I don't think they're built to go as deep as they were.
Yeah.
But I think they're still a very solid football team. Like, I don't love the Allen Robinson thing like a lot of people do.
I
I
don't either. I don't think much of him.
I don't love not re-signing OBJ. I don't love letting Von Miller walk. You know, the Bobby Wagner thing was fantastic.
Love the Bobby Wagner
phenomenal
thing.
for them.
That's the only thing that's going to save their defense.
And I'm telling you, they'll win 11 or 12 games. Next up, Kansas City Chiefs at 10.5.
I'm going to say over.
I'm going to say over 2 by a half game. I'll give them 11 wins. It's
Yeah.
I know Tariq Hill's gone. I actually like Schuster there. I've been thinking about that, and I'd like to have him to have a career year this year.
Do you know why you like Schuster there?
Why?
Because Travis Kelce's the one who takes all the pressure in that offense. Schuster doesn't have to be
He doesn't have to be
the
the
every
guy.
down number one.
And that was
Travis
Schuster's
Kelce's the
problem.
number
He's
one.
not
Correct.
the guy.
He's not the guy. He's not. But I think he will be a perfect
And I love the
complementary
rookies
number
there,
2.
too.
The rookies, Sky
Sky
Moore.
Moore, I'm really excited to see
You
him.
love Ronald Jones.
Yes, I do. I think Ronald Jones is going to be my
Chiefs
sleeper.
are the Chiefs. They're going to win 11 or 12 games. That's just the way. It's just the way the cookie's going to crumble. Green Bay with 11.
I'll push. The 11 wins will win the division.
You know I want to say under.
I'm going to say under.
Fuck it.
I think they're a 9 or 10 win team, and I think they'll still probably win the division. But I think they're a 9 or 10 win team. It's going to take Aaron Rodgers time, even with all of his psychedelic drugs, to get on the same page with not having Devontae Adams, 2 a whole new group of receivers essentially. If Randall Cobb even makes it to the season, like there's a lot of question marks there. Their defense is nice, but
Their defense is vastly improved from last year.
vastly improved,
Big time.
But the offense is going to take time. They're gonna miss steps.
You still got your right. You still got Aaron Jones there. He's very good. I think he's really good. I love the kid behind him. The big kid behind him, huh?
Jay Dillon.
Dillon is a beast. I don't see any. I see them winning 11 games and still winning division.
I see them being a 9 or 10 win team and still winning the division because I don't think it's going to take more than that to win this division. To be honest, like
I agree.
there's not that much there. Next up, Tampa Bay, 11.5
Over.
over.
Is this even a joke?
Need we say more?
Yeah.
And finally, the Bills 11.5. And I'm going to take the over there as well.
You know, I've been thinking about this.
Do you see the Bills
best-
losing more than 5 games? That's
The Bills?
realistically what it is. Yeah. Can you see them losing more than 5 games?
I don't know. Pull the roster up.
You mean the schedule?
Hey, pull their schedule
I'm
up.
pulling it up right now. I'm going to read it to you
Doing it
game
right
by
now.
game. Here we go. At LA week 1.
The Rams,
Yep.
week 1
Yep.
at LA.
Yep.
They could possibly lose that. I could see the Rams beating them.
At home against Tennessee week 2.
That's a pick 'em.
At Miami week 3.
No, I think they'll win that.
At Baltimore week 4.
They could lose that.
At home against Pittsburgh week 5.
They'll win
At Kansas City week 6.
at Kansas City.
I mean, they go through the gauntlet
That's a
to start
gauntlet,
out the
dude.
year. They go through the gauntlet.
I could see them losing that game.
At home against Green Bay.
Fuck, man.
Their first half of the year is fucking
That's a
no
dude.
joke.
They'll be. I'm gonna be honest with you, dude. They'd be lucky to come out of fucking 3-4 wins out of their first 6-7 games.
Now, see, I just don't think.
I truly think that could happen. Now, if that happens, let's say they drop.
Now,
these
hold
games.
on.
Let's say Baltimore beats them, Green Bay beats them.
Say they go 4-4 to start out the year.
The first 8 games.
Yep.
Okay,
At the Jets.
it's a divisional game. They'll win that.
At home against Minnesota.
They'll win that.
At home against Cleveland and the last week of November.
They'll win that.
At Detroit on Thanksgiving.
They're gonna win that.
At New England.
That's a toss up.
At home against the Jets in December.
Against the Jets in December. They should win that.
At home against Miami in December.
They should win that.
at Chicago,
They should win that.
at Cincy,
They could
on
lose
New
that
Year's
game.
Day.
They could lose that game
and then finish off the year at home against New England
at home against New England.
on January.
Those New England games are
10th.
huge when you think about it, dude. Because I could see them maybe dropping the first fucking 3-4 games, dude.
Yeah, but even if they split with New England, there's 5 losses.
Huh?
There's only 5 losses in there if they split with New England.
Well, let's say they lose to the Ravens. They lose.
All right, here we go. We'll go through this game by game. At Rams, say they lose.
Let's say
0-1.
they lose that game.
Tennessee, they beat them. 1-1.
They beat Tennessee.
At
Possibly,
Miami.
Possibly.
At Miami, 2-1.
Let's say they beat Miami.
At Baltimore, they lose. 2-2.
lose.
Pittsburgh, 3-2.
They win.
At Kansas City, 3-3.
They lose.
Green Bay, 4-3.
Okay.
Jets 5-3, Minnesota 6-3, Cleveland 7-3, Detroit 8-3.
I see what you're saying. Past the Green Bay game, their schedule gets a lot
At
easier.
New England 8-4, the Jets again 9-4, Miami 10-4, at Chicago 11-4, at Cincy 11-5, at home against New England if they split 12-5.
12 games if they split.
If they split with New England,
Right.
12 games. And that has them losing a game they'll probably win.
That also has them winning a game they might lose.
That's true too.
I
true,
truly think that game, them early games, like you said, those early opening
wanna know
they might lose that Tennessee game.
Do you want to know the one massive benefit that they have starting the year the way they do? Everybody will be healthy. Vaughn Miller will be healthy.
Yes. That's
Stephon
the only
Diggs
thing
will be
that's gonna
healthy.
Save them is coming in because they're going to have a fucking, what is that, a 6-game gauntlet there?
Yeah, it's 8. The
7-game
first 8
gauntlet?
weeks.
Yeah, the first 8 weeks. Their schedule is not easy.
No.
Now let's say they go 2-6 in the first 8 weeks.
Well,
they're
then
fucked.
But no, they're really
They can
not.
still make the playoffs
Well,
because
they'll
of the
still win
divisional
their
games.
division. Yeah,
Because of the divisional games. But let's say they go fucking 2-6.
but they're not going to. They're not going to. Buffalo, again, on paper, has the most talented roster in the NFL.
Oh, I agree. I think they're very well coached, but it just seems like every year they underachieve.
150.
Okay.
Every year they underachieve.
This is gonna be
and that
a
just scares me about them.
Right. Okay. So, at the end of the day, there's a lot. I pretty much didn't. I think I pushed 2 teams. Like, I didn't agree with a lot of these.
Yeah.
But that's how we think the year's going to pan out. Make your bets accordingly. Don't listen to us. But if you do,
Yeah, don't. I don't say listen to us on that shit.
if you do, I would say my most confident picks that I made here were the Jaguars over, the Browns under, the Eagles over, and the Buccaneers over. Those are my most confident picks. I would take the Buccaneers over 11.5 all day. I would take the Eagles over 9.5 all day. I would take the Jaguars over 6.5. And honestly, I'd take the Seahawks under 5.5, I think. There's no way. Like, there's just certain, unless there's divine intervention, some of these things just won't happen, you know?
We'll get a little more bearing on this within the next couple of weeks of watching some of these teams
Yeah.
that are actually going to play. And I think that will prove to a lot of people. And I get that it's preseason, but you got to see how competent the coaching staffs are.
I agree.
And where they're at physically and mentally. I mean, some of these teams are going to start out hot. Some of them are going to start out dead cold. And I think the teams that are coming into new coaching staffs and to new regimes in charge are going to struggle coming out of the gate. I really do. I don't think a guy that's, how many teams got different coaching staffs this year?
I wouldn't even know.
Beside Jacksonville?
4 or 5, yeah.
There's got like 5 or 6 teams that are going to have brand new coaching regimes.
Real quick, we got a question on Instagram
Okay.
from our follower, Sean Talon.
Sean Taylor.
Sean Taylor.
Sean Talon.
Oh,
He wanted us to pick right now our preseason Super Bowl favorite. So obviously mine is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Super Bowl
Goes without
favorites.
saying. I think Tampa Bay is going to win the Super Bowl this year, and Brady will ride off into the sunset. Bruce, who do you think? If you had to pick your Super Bowl favorite right now.
Right now, the Chargers.
He also wanted it to be the Chargers, so.
I don't know why.
Justin Herbert.
I don't know why.
Herbert.
But that team just seems so.
Strong.
Yeah,
Herbert.
They're
gives
complete
me
on
a
both
little
sides
bit of what the
ball.
Rams had
I like the
last
Chargers,
year, but
too.
not as much.
I'm kind of surprised you didn't say Buffalo.
Herbert.
I don't, I don't want to see them win. That's the only problem.
Well, I mean, wanting to see a team win and a team winning is two different things.
Herbert.
I still think I'm going to go off on a limb here, and I'm going to, as far as winning the Super Bowl, I'm going to say Tampa Bay.
No
Tampa Bay
fucking
Buccaneers.
way.
Did
There's
I
a
just hear
reason-
that right?
Fire the cannons.
Did I
Here-
just
here-
did I,
here's
did
my
I
reason
just hear
for-
that right?
Wanting Tampa Bay to win is so Brady will just fucking leave. Just leave already. Nobody likes you. Just go. Go away.
Well, that's all we got for you today. Tune in on Monday for our fantasy episode. We are going to do a more
The
refined.
only one that likes Tom Brady is my weirdo nephew.
I mean,
Can I close out the show?
I'm right below him on that.
You're a
'cause
weirdo. Too.
If anybody here's a weirdo, I mean. Tune in for our special fantasy show Monday. We're going to do a quick fantasy show that's going to come out on Monday. Thank you guys so much for listening. Remember, follow us Twitter and Instagram at Tip Balls. Not tipped balls. Tipped balls. Report tipped balls. If you see the extra L, it is not us. Make sure to go to our Instagram to enter our giveaway. And all of our links are there. If you're listening on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, you can find our YouTube link in the bio. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure to hit that bell button to get notifications about our episodes on Spotify and Apple Music. If you're not following us on TikTok, hit us up there at Tip Balls Podcast. Thank you guys so much for listening. You'll hear from us on Monday.